Welcome to week number 2, book video review number 2. So this week I am going to review what I told my daughter, lessons from leaders on raising the next generation of empowered women. And this book, it has been edited by Nina Tassler with Cynthia Littleton. So I actually picked up this book during book fair, and I thought that this book would be really interesting because I've always been into books that empower women, and as a non-fiction fan, I've always read books from strong women, featuring strong women and how they actually overcome struggles. So I had to really pick this book up because it was really very intriguing by just reading the title of the book itself. I think it was really intriguing and I picked it up. So if for all of you who are wondering how the book actually looks like, this is it. It's a very simple and very classy cover, I must say. And yeah, so I just counted the number of contributions for this book. There are about 54 contributors or authors for this book. And what's so special about this book is that these people are the authors. All 54 authors, co-authors or contributors are actually key people in the corporate world from all around the world. And this book contains the messages, probably the things that these people would want to tell their kids, or the daughters especially. So what are the things that these women told their daughters when they are raising raising their kids? So I think it is really amazing because it's a compilation of some of the very important things that successful people raise their kids. So in this book you will be able to see how, a little bit of how people who have successfully juggled work and also family life, how they are able to do it and how they actually pass on the message to the next generation. So I think this is amazing. And yeah, so as I picked this book up and as I was reading it finally, for the layout of the book, as you know, the book review that I'm going to do, the first book review, I've also explained this in the first book review. The reviews that I'm going to make will be divided into 3 parts: plot development, the internal layout, plot development, and also the key takeaway message. So first thing first is the internal layout, because I don't think that book covers, like I said before, book covers matter, but I think I don't really judge a book by the cover. So when it comes to the internal layout, how easy it is for me to read, for me to flip through the pages, I think it's really excellent. It has been formatted really well, very comfortable to read as well. So it's 10 out of 10, no questions for that. And coming to plot development, well, since we have 54 contributors or 54 co-authors for this book, what happened was the stories from each contributor, each co-author did not pass beyond, did not go beyond like 4 pages maximum, I guess. So these are like very little, it's like a letter, it's like letters from these women to their very own daughters. It's something like that. So it's very short stories, very short stories, to the extent that sometimes I feel the story ends very abruptly, and it's just too fast, and it's like, before you can even sink into what the author is trying to say, is over. And I thought that probably these amazing contributions or amazing stories could have been extended to probably book 1 and book 2, something like that. So at some point of time, I think that was a little bit disturbing. But as I was getting near to the last part of the books, I think it got better. I think the stories got better, and somehow I felt like definitely the readability of it is definitely there. It's just that I feel for some stories it could have been a little bit longer, and yeah, so for that reason I'm giving this book 8 out of 10 for plot development. And for the key takeaway message is, I think there's just no compromise in this, because I feel that all the messages that have been delivered through this book are really very important for anyone out there, any mothers or anyone who has daughters, who would want to, you know, give this for their daughters, for them to really understand, you know, how to go about with challenges in life. I think it is an excellent book, especially when you would want to learn a thing or two from successful people out there, because you have people like award-winning actresses, athletes, sportswomen, surgeons, artists, journalists, you know. So these are the women who have contributed for this book, and I think it is worth reading, and also it is worth trying to apply in our lives actually. So for that reason, 10 out of 10 for key takeaway message, and overall score will be 9 out of 10 for what I told my daughter. Lessons lessons from leaders on raising the next generation of empowered women. So that's about it from me for this week, and I will be seeing you next week with another book review. Stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and make sure to click on that bell so that you get a notification every time I publish a new video. So and don't forget to comment below. Thank you so much.